Hello and welcome to another Life of the Troxels video. So this weekend I need to do a big kind of Sunday reset, like weekly reset, or to kind of prepare me for what's to come and just reset my life basically as a mom of 4. I have 4 kids from ages 6 to 6 months, and things can get out of control very quickly if I don't stay on top of it. So I just try to every Sunday get things back in order or I will go crazy. And I'm not much of a cleaner. You know, I'm not the type of mom that's just gonna be spending the whole day just like cleaning my house from top to bottom, but I am a prepper. So, and not in like a doomsday prepper, but in like a prep as much as I can ahead of time to kind of prepare for the week to come. So I do a lot of like meal prep, snack prep, clean out my car, and just kind of keep my life as in control as possible. So I hope you enjoy this video. Maybe you find it entertaining or kind of interesting, or like, wow, that family is like kind of weird. I hope you stick around and follow along for some other mom of 4, family of 6 kind of shenanigans. Let's see where the day takes us.
I feel like anyone who has kids knows that what you do in a car is you eat snacks and then you play. And so my car isn't even dirty so much as it's just messy. There's just a lot of stuff and trash essentially. It's just all kind of contained and needs to be taken care of. So I did just that, just a quick pickup of all the trash, pickup of all the toys that get brought with us and then left behind, and a quick little cleanup, and the mom car will be back in working order and ready for the week ahead.
I was just giving Hunter a bottle, and oh, it's like black pumpkin pillow here. I was like, what is that? I was just giving Hunter a bottle, and I was making my grocery list for this week, ordering my groceries, and because I'm a multitasking mom, and now I'm talking to you, so that's 3 things that I'm doing at once. But I have my meal plan for this week, and I'm placing my pickup order, so I'll go do that and share kind of what I picked up. But one of the things that I found has made planning my meals for the week so much easier is that I only plan like 2.5 or like 3 meals for the week. I used to think like you needed 5 meals and you need all the ingredients and you're going to the store one time, and it became a little overwhelming having to make all those decisions at once. Inevitably you forget an ingredient anyway and you have to go back to the store, or you're running out of something and need to do like a small little halfway through the week kind of grocery pickup, or you decide you don't like the food that you're eating and for that night anyway. And so what I've come up with is I come up with like 2 or 3 planned meals for the week and then kind of go from there. And this has actually worked out pretty good. It's kind of kept our grocery bill a little bit lower. So for this week, I'm going to make one of my favorite recipes, which is pork chops in a garlic cream sauce. And it's so good. You just cook it in one pot and then I serve it over some egg noodles. And my kids love it. They call it chicken. They just think it's chicken, and even in the sauce, it's just so, so good. And then I also want to do a barbecue beef in the crock pot. And this one's really good because it just makes a ton of leftovers. And you can do so many things with it. You know, I'm planning on making like little sandwiches with it, but you can make it into like quesadillas. You can do like a little homemade chipotle bowl with it. Do sandwiches again with it. There's just so many options. So that's always a good thing to make, especially at the beginning of the week. I know I want to do something with chicken because the chicken's actually on sale. So my go-to is Alfredo. And we make just like a super easy homemade Alfredo. And another recipe that the girls really like, that kind of like creamy sauce with it, and the noodles is good. I also like doing the crock pot. So I'm gonna also get some chicken for a chicken enchilada casserole in the crock pot. And basically what it is just like enchilada sauce and like an onion, some spices, and then the chicken in the crock pot, and you shred it all up. You can put like tomatoes and like corn and stuff like that in it, bunch of cheese. So it's like eating a chicken enchilada, but it's just like all in a bowl and super easy to eat, especially when I'm doing a lot of eating one-handed for reasons. And that one's kind of a good one. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order my groceries for that, plus all of the like basics and necessities that go with it. I know I have some leftovers for meals. I have options for the Alfredo. If I don't make the Alfredo this week, I can make it next week, and things along those lines. So I'll place my order and pick that up, and I'll show you a little grocery haul as well. You wanna come with me? Okay, let's go. All right, so I figured we would do a grocery haul. This is about $190 worth of groceries, and I thought it was kind of a good representation of the type of like a full week of meals and meal planning and the types of things that we buy like on just an average week. So one of them is going to be barbecue beef in the crock pot. And then the pork chops is going to be one of my favorite, like garlic cream pork chops as well. And then I serve that with the egg noodles here. The beef will be with, we're going to make like little sandwiches with it. And so this brand is actually gluten-free, and they're little like hoagie rolls. So I got those for Eric. And then I have some rolls that are in the freezer that are left over. And then along with that, I got a red onions because I'm going to do some pickled red onions. And I got the sliced cheese. And then you just use like some barbecue sauce that we already have and make that. And then the chicken was actually buy one, get one free. So I got 2 packs of the chicken and some salami for some lunches, as well as the little like square cheese for lunches. The hardest avocados you have ever seen. So maybe we'll eat those in like 2 weeks when they're finally ripe. We got raspberries and strawberries, and then some sour cream and some cottage cheese. And I think it was kind of funny that we are very brand loyal. You have to get the Daisy sour cream and you have to get the Knudsen cottage cheese, even though Knudsen makes both sour cream and Daisy makes both sour cream and cottage cheese. This is the way that we do it, and every time. So we have some Chobani Greek yogurt. Maddie and Brooklyn actually really enjoy eating these for breakfast, but I also use them for like smoothies. I got 2 packs of the English muffins that I've been eating literally every day. And then I got some little mini muffins as well. Those will be for like breakfast to go. 2 loaves of the honey wheat bread. Put one in the freezer and then keep one out. And we've been making a lot of like PB&Js since we're going back to school. And so I had to get some more, I had to get some more peanut butter for the PB&Js. So those will be for the pork chops. I only got 18 pack of eggs because we usually go to Costco for our eggs. So this is just gonna hold us over till the next Costco trip. All right, we also got some coffee, some olive oil. I also got some rainbow sherbet. Then some dino nuggets, some apples and bananas, some more fruit, as well as a gallon of milk. And again, we usually get this from Costco, but the ones from Costco have been expiring pretty quickly. Like it expires in like just a couple days, and this one we get like a couple weeks out of. So this will be a good backup. And then I skipped over these. These are some Oreo Reese's like combo thing. So the Reese's peanut butter cream is inside the Oreo. And these are like limited edition, but I thought these might be pretty delicious. So I kind of thought that would be a fun thing to like try. Lastly, I just got 2 blocks of cream cheese and then this thing of butter, which is like $6. We love the Kerrygold butter, but we don't usually buy the tubs every single time. I'll just like, when we run low, I'll just like refill it with the sticks of butter, but they get kind of gross after a little bit. So we'll toss them and just get like a new one to replace it and then reuse it for a little bit. But there we go. 1 week of groceries. So I don't think I finished my thought from earlier about why I went to Ralph's instead of Vons this time for my shopping. And it's a little bit more out of my way to go to Ralph's, but I had a bunch of paper coupons for some things that we always buy. And so I was like, I'm gonna shop the sales. So I was going through and I was shopping the sales. And so I looked at my final receipt and it was actually, the total was $178.70. So it was actually cheaper than I thought that it was. I thought it was $190. But with all the coupons and like being a member and, you know, shopping the sales and things like that, I ended up saving $85. So I feel like that's such a good deal for how expensive everything's getting. It's like you just buy the things when they're on sale. It really cuts down on the cost. Still a lot of money, but that's really amazing. Like a whole like $85 save. So I'm gonna just go get my dinner on and going to put all the groceries away and continue on with the day.
Now I know the challenge with feeding little kids is finding something that's healthy but also that they would eat, because you can feed them the healthiest dinner and they'll just eat air for dinner instead. And I also have the extra challenge when I'm packing snacks that they have to pretty much be shelf stable. They're not like kept in with an ice pack or in a fridge or anything like that. Nothing that can be like heated up. So we're basically just eating a lot of like crackers and fruit snacks right now. And I'm just happy to have her get some calories in her, get some energy in her, and be able to make it through the whole day at school. So we're experimenting with trying different types of snacks, and basically I just kind of have it down to like a cracker and a fruit snack, essentially whatever combination of that I have available in my pantry. And I just make sure I always have 10 baggies packed up in a bin at the beginning of the week, so I can just grab and go when I'm packing her backpack up. Early morning, I don't need to be fighting for a snack. I just grab and go.
So I have all of the snacks packed for the week. And what I'm going to do is I used to just write her name with Sharpie on it. And I even showed that in one of my like prep videos where I was writing her name with Sharpie over and over again, which is fine. That's like totally a free option to do. But I found these, I didn't find these stickers. I found a company that makes custom stickers that you can stick on so many different things. They're called bunny badges. I found them on Amazon, which makes it even easier than having to go to like Etsy or some other like custom website. And so you can pick like whatever character you want and obviously like the name and everything. So I'm gonna be using, I think I'll use the circles, and I just put this on her bags for her. And that way they're labeled. And so we're supposed to have 2 snacks a day on, and they have to be in Ziploc bags. You're not allowed to put them in like a lunch bag or anything. And then they have like an AM and a PM. So you have to put them in like the basket every morning at drop off. And so this is like, it's like a whole thing. And I try to reuse the bags if I can, if they're not like super, there's like lots of crumbs or anything. Like this is probably one I wouldn't be able to reuse because it's stuff with like the little cheese on it. It gets it a little dirty, but I'm like, if I'm able to reuse it, I do. And if not, I'll just get another one and just incorporate Ziplocs into my food budgets for this year, I guess. I'm going to be going through way more than usual. Oh, actually, maybe I'll buy those from Costco. All right, so now that all of those are labeled with her name, I put them all in just this little basket here that I keep on the counter, and then I just grab 2, and she's got a little variety every day, like some sort of cracker and some sort of like other treat that she would like, either like the little brownie, the little yogis, or we have these little like fruit roll things. So some veggie straws are good ones. These little like poppable white cheddar bites, and then we have some graham crackers as well. So lots of goodies all ready to go for the week.
So moving on to the calendar, I actually like this calendar. We DIY'd it in order for it to be the right size and layout and fit in the space in our kitchen. That was actually Eric's idea. I was initially resistant against it. I didn't want another chore to have to update it every month, just like I'm doing right here, switching the dates over. But it really is the best way to keep everyone's schedule straight. Eric can see what's planned. He adds his appointments to it. And we add everything from kids' appointments, family plans, my appointments. The kids will know what to expect, like how many sleeps until Thanksgiving, and especially with this current month, with travel plans, with birthdays, they can see how many days are left and be excited about it. Having 4 kids and 2 adults, it's a lot to keep track of. But we even use it as a grocery list. We keep it here so you can add the ingredients immediately and nothing is forgotten. It's not aesthetic, but it is functional, and it doesn't take up countertop space like some of those electronic calendars do, if you know what I'm saying. So, like I said, I am a pre-prepper as much as possible. So I realized late at night that I also needed to pack up the lunches for the next day. I had already done Brooklyn snacks for the whole week, but this is lunch. So I just threw together their lunches, and honestly, this is something I've had Eric take on, and he has had a lot of fun putting it together and take this responsibility off my plate during the week and has made a huge difference. So we're a really good team together. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching The Life of the Troxels.